Trail Ale. Tastes like chocolate. Which for a beer, not for me. Don't drink Shiner Trail Ale. This is a pawn shop story. Like I've said, I used to work for a pawn shop for my uncle. And when he first opened it up, it was at the height of the pawn shop television craze. First of all, like, before I start this video, like, the hardest part about it is, how am I going to title this video? Because it's about a bag of dildos. How do you pluralize dildos? Is it like dildos? Do I put a Z in it? Like, what the fuck, you know? So anyway, bag of dildos. There's like Pawn Stars, Hardcore Pawn, Storage Wars. We got the pawn shop going, and my uncle's like, I'm going to go buy a storage unit. So I'm like, all right. And he comes back from the first storage auction, and we make a killing. Like, we make off like bandits. He's got like, it's all this like Native American jewelry, like silver and turquoise, squash blossoms, and crazy shit. We make like thousands of dollars off this one storage unit. And so he gets cocky. He's like, I'm gonna go buy another storage unit. I'm like, all right. And he comes back the next time with a truckload of garbage. It's like WrestleMania heaven, dude. It's fucking John Cena DVDs and action figures and like also like really sad bullshit. Like it's this lady's like insulin needles and a bag of dildos. And when I was like investigating all this like storage unit stuff, I found this love letter. And like I wish I had a picture of it still, but like there was this love letter and there was like a coffee stain on it in the shape of a heart. But it started out like, I thought I'd found a great girl with a great love of wrestling. When we met at WrestleMania 23, it's really sad. It was like the saddest shit of all time. But it was a storage unit of like a failed relationship. And so there's this bag of dildos, obviously, right? And I found the bag of dildos, put it in my car immediately. I'm like, this is awesome. And I checked the camera, and you can like see me like kind of like opening the bag of dildos and like looking around and like fucking, you know. And apparently, my uncle was like, he had promised the bag of dildos to some guy. And he like tongue-in-cheek asked me, he was like, hey, you see a bag of dildos? And I was like, nah. But he knows. He fucking knows that I took that shit, you know. But he never brought it up, so. But what happened to the bag of dildos was, I used to party at my friend's house all the time. And I just brought the dildos to his house and like hid them throughout his apartment. And yeah, that was it. So the moral of the story is, if you think you're gonna get rich off of dildos, I'm too drunk, sorry. Okay, take two. The moral of the story is, if you think you're gonna get rich off of storage units, they're probably just gonna be full of dildos and insulin needles.